Hello everybody and welcome back to 3 Floating Fight Night. We are coming off of such an exciting weekend at the Pro Tour. The winner's glorious picture is floating around. So we thought, what better than to take 2 legendary casters from the booth. You watch them cover games all weekend long. It's time to watch them throw down on a fight night. We've got Sam O'Byrne on Arakni Huntsman. And Mitch Leslie on Dorinthea Ironsong. Huge shout out to the sponsors of our channel, The Realm Games, bringing all these videos to you. And also, make sure you go check out FabRec, helping us bring this content to you every other week. They've got great articles. Realm Games has great events. Go check them out. But for you, we have a fantastic game. So let's get right into it, shall we? Classic constructed game!
3 Floating.
Brother man,
What is good?
welcome to the table.
Thank you, good to be here.
I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited. I'm also so afraid.
Dude, I am so stoked looking at your equipment. I'm not gonna lie. I'm over the moon.
Listen. I'm here to banish, and that's all I'm here to do.
Flick a couple things.
I'm here to flick a couple things. I'm here to banish. I'm here to go again, and I'm here to up your day. So I think all there is to do is roll for first.
All right.
Dice battle.
Oh, okay, dude. You know what? That's fine. You got it.
If there's one thing I know about Dory is you're not supposed to put her second.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I heard you weren't supposed to put it first.
No.
Okay.
You're not supposed to put her second because she's the old. I've literally, since I started playing this game, it was like Dory's the ultimate go second.
You think I'm trying to race you?
I think you're trying to put pressure on. I don't want, you're going first.
Okay, cool. What's up, everybody? I am Mitch Leslie, known as Ubershouts in the world that I inhabit, which is that of esports. I've been an esports commentator for 10 years, a big flesh and blood fan for the last couple, and today I'm playing Dorinthea Ironsong. One of the first heroes actually ever added to Flesh and Blood, and as a result kind of benefited from additions to her card pool over the years, especially in heavy hitters. She is a warrior. She's here to hit you with a Dawnblade, a weapon that gets stronger if you can hit your opponent with it twice. So a ton of her game plan is all about finding ways to get around your opponent's blocks and grow this Dawnblade bigger and bigger to the point where they kind of just can't block you anymore and you can snowball the game. Playing against Arachne today, which is, it's a grind. Strap yourselves in because we are playing a mid-range game. My plan against Sam is going to be really trying to block out a lot of these crucial on hits, keep cards in my deck, and find ways to be really efficient with my blocks if possible, and make good use of 2 card hands and my arsenal.
Welcome back to 3 Floating, everyone. My name is Sam, and I am on Arakni Huntsman today. This is a very special deck. For me, a very special hero, because this is the first card I ever won going 4-0 at our local armory a year plus ago. So Arachne is very near and dear to my heart as a result, and I could not be more excited to take on my fellow caster, Mr. Leslie. We'll see if he's really Uber when I'm done with him. Arachne is a super cool deck, definitely a specialist choice in most metas. It's never been like a super represented deck, but a new card that just came out in Heavy Hitters, Coercive Tendency, gives the deck such a different ability to play off of 4 and 5 card hands. Getting the go again means even if my opponent just passes and gives me agency, Coercive Tendency means I can really put the pressure on and get my on hits through. So against Dorinthea, I need to block well and keep him off Dawnblade counters, all while chipping down at both his life total and his deck size until I can sneak through the shadows and deliver my final blow.
Good luck, sir.
Let's do it. Only other thing to talk about is if you drew Twinning Blade or not, you should just tell me now, so,
Yeah.
I'm just aware.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, so how's that looking?
Put a counter on Findle's Spring Tunic here. It's kind of nice to go first, get that going early. Yeah, activate Ironsong Versus here. So once per turn action, your next sword attack this turn gets, when this hits a hero, create a courage token. We'll activate the Ironsong Versus here, 2 floating, and I'm just gonna come in with the Dawnblade for a very respectable 3.
Respectable.
Not like you, I have honor. I'm very face up. You know what's coming all the time. Yeah.
We're gonna give you some blocks here. 3, 6, 8.
8 block.
8 upon the Dawnblade.
All right, I will pass reactions.
I too will pass reactions.
Cool. And I will tuck this away.
I will draw alongside you.
I will draw up to 4. So I'm actually pretty happy to go first here, even if it doesn't necessarily give me tempo, because I'm running Findle's Spring Tunic. The reason why is because I've got Steelblade Shunts and Oasis Respite, these defensive cards in my deck. So I go first, I get that Tunic counter first, which means that I will be the first player to come around to a turn where I can get maximum value out of one of those defensive cards without having to pitch for it.
My turn. Tunic. Goes to 1. We're gonna go ahead and attack you with the Nerve Scalpel. I got 1 floating. This is a little dagger here. It says when this hits a hero, the next time they defend with 1 or more reaction cards this turn, those cards have -1 while defending. Let's be very clear, attack reactions count. It's also got Piercing 1, so if you try to throw those refraction bolters in front of it, it's gonna bump up to 2.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna probably end up eating a lot of these knives over the course of the game.
A huge part of how I am going to win this game is leveraging the power of my daggers. These little guys are so annoying to block because they only come in for 1, but if they hit, Uber's cards get so much worse defensively. So I need to be consistently throughout the game chipping in with these daggers, making his blocks harder, and utilize that to come out on top.
No blocks here.
I will declare no reactions,
All right, I will take 1.
if you would be so kind. So, from here, I'm gonna go ahead and attack you with an already dead. I'm gonna pitch a Plague Hive to do so. So I'm gonna remain with 1 floating, so a couple things are gonna happen. When I pitch Plague Hive, I'm going to choose at random either Blood Rot Pox, Frailty, or Inertia. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna give you one of these diseases.
Okay. Inertia.
An Inertia token. That will happen upon resolution of the Plague Hive being pitched. Now, Arachne, I am playing a card with contract. I'm contracted to banish your non-action cards, like reactions. Whenever I complete that contract, I get to create a silver token, and when this hits a hero, I banish the top card of your deck and a defending card. But before that, Arachne is gonna go ahead and trigger. I have played a card with contract, so may I look at the top card of your deck, please?
Yes.
And then I'm going to be able to choose to put it on the bottom or not. Yeah, let's just go ahead, let's put that to the bottom.
On the bottom?
Yep. And then this is now coming in for 6.
I'm not allowed to get greedy in this matchup.
Yes, you are.
That's the truth.
Yes, you are. If you're allowed to get greedy, I'm allowed to get
Very
greedy.
not allowed. I'm ready to block.
Great.
I will block with a Blade Flurry, which is a reaction, so I'm blocking for 2.
I have no reactions.
I will react. I'm going to play a Steel Blade Shunt, pitching a Twinning Blade. So I am blocking in total 5, 7.
Alrighty. I will pass on reactions myself. Do you have anything further?
No.
All right. No hit.
Whew.
And I will Arsenal and pass to you.
Okay.
My man is playing shunts.
Start of my turn, I will tick up my Tunic here, activate Ironsong Versus once more, pitching a Quicksilver, 2 floating, and I will swing once again. Extremely respectable. 3 damage on hit, creating a Courage token. You don't need all those cards anyway. Probably like 1 is enough, I think.
Probably 1 is
Yeah.
enough, right?
It's not. It's not his plan at all.
I'll say no blocks.
Pass reactions.
I will take 3. Go to 37.
And I will create a Courage token.
Forgot about that.
Which says when I play an attack action card or activate a weapon attack, destroy this, and the attack gets +1.
For sure.
Yeah. So the inertia token says at the beginning of my end phase, destroy this and put all cards from my hand and arsenal on the bottom of my deck. So this
Please do.
has to sneak under there.
Yep.
And then I will clean up. I will draw 4.
2 needs 2. This is gonna be E-Strike. I'm gonna choose the mode Go Again.
Okay.
5 damage.
There's no on hits, so I'm not gonna block.
Take 5.
Oh, I will take 5, going down to 34.
All right, I will continue my chain. Play out a Rob the Rich. This has contract. I am contracted to banish opponent's cards with cost 2 or greater. Whenever I complete this contract, I get to create a silver token. May I look at the top of your deck?
Yes.
As per the rules.
Was it good?
It's a good card. We're gonna go ahead and put that to the bottom of the deck.
Okay. This one goes away.
Yep.
I'm gonna block with Ironsong Response.
Yep.
And sadly, a Twinning Blade. So blocking for 6.
All right, I have no reactions. You block me out,
Okay.
and I will pass to you. Draw 4.
Start of my turn, I will tick up my Tunic to 3. What are you sitting on in that arsenal? That has not moved. It's about to not move. Even more, baby! I'm going to play a Command and Conquer, but because my Courage token is in effect, this is coming in for 7. Ironsong Versus already paying off. So this turn is one of the reasons why I really value Ironsong Versus in these grindy matchups. This card gives me an on-hit on Dawnblade for the first attack, not for the second. Creates a Courage token that doesn't just apply to weapon attacks. I can actually take a CNC here and push it for 7 damage off of a hand that didn't have any Go Again anyway. So I'm gonna be asking for equipment or a big kind of block here from Sam. Just in case this one has slipped your mind, defense reaction cards can't be played to this chain link, and if Command and Conquer hits, I will destroy all cards in your arsenal.
For absolute sure.
Thrilled about that refresher, I see.
For sure. Yeah, no, I'm feeling real good. We're gonna go ahead and block that for 7.
Cool.
Plunder the Poor and leave no witnesses,
Leave no
and my
witnesses.
Black Tech Whisperers are getting in front of
Okay.
that.
I will draw.
My black deck whispers. Block for a single sad, one less. Tunic goes to 3. Activate Tunic immediately. Grab a resource. Come in with the Nerve Scalpel.
I will declare no blocks.
Take 1.
I'll take 1, going to 33.
So leave no witnesses against an empty board. This one's coming in for 4. If it hits, I get to banish the top card of your deck and up to 1 card in your arsenal. May I look at the top of your deck? Does it say contract?
May.
We'll leave that one on top.
I will declare no blocks.
I have no reactions.
I have a reaction. I will take Tunic counter here. I will play a Steelblade Shunt. Again, it's not a weapon attack, so you're not taking any damage. It's been reduced by Nerve Scalp, but I am blocking for 5.
Blocking 5 to my 4. I have no further reactions. I'll pass to you.
Start of my turn, I'll put a counter on my Spring Tunic. I will simply push my Dawnblade forward, pitching a yellow overpower, 1 floating. And this is coming in for 3.
My goodness. I will block for 3.
I will react,
All right.
and I will play a Ironsong Pride. Ironsong Pride says put a +1 counter on target sword you control. When Ironsong Pride leaves the arena, remove all counters from swords you control. And at the beginning of your end phase, if a sword doesn't hit this turn, I have to get rid of Ironsong Pride. But here, it bumps me up to 4. Any reactions?
Yeah, I'll play it. Sink
Got
below. Sure.
Ironsong Pride's a great card. Getting like a counter potentially to stay on your Dawnblade is good. It's better in race matchups where it's less likely your opponent's going to want to block you. But here I get to fish for a defense reaction. I force Sam to give me a whole sink just for that 1 point of damage going over. It's something Midori players call poking. It is to get a defense react. I'm not intending to keep this counter on my blade. I get my value for it. I will pass reactions.
All right.
So you block me out, and because Dawnblade doesn't hit, that means that that counter and the Ironsong Pride are very short-lived. As I move to the end of my turn, I'll pocket this card.
Tunic goes to 1. I'm going to go ahead and play Rob the Rich. Contract. I'm contracted. We know what this one does. 2 or greater. I'm looking at the top. Sure, that can hang out.
So Arachne triggering on the Rob the Rich here shows me an Oasis Respite on the top of Uber's deck. And that means it's gonna be in his next hand once he draws. So I really wanna see on the next hand that I attack with if I can push a lot of damage and make him play that Oasis Respite before his Tunic is online at 3 counters. Because it's so much worse to play Oasis without a Tunic. Then you're pitching a card to block for 4. 2 cards to block 4 is not very good. So I'm gonna see if I can use the advantage I gain from Arachne's hero power to force my opponent into making some less than efficient plays.
I will block here with, sadly, Spoils of War and Steelblade Supremacy for 6.
I don't have a reaction. Dost thou? That'd be silly. I'll pass.
Okay. Start of my turn, tick up my Tunic here. I will play out a Warrior's Valor. My next weapon attack gets +3 this turn, and if it hits, it gains Go Again. Assassins don't know much about that, but it's when you can actually play,
seems nice.
use an action point,
Seems
and then
good.
as you have another one.
Yeah,
you can-
seems good, yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice. Just 6.
Just 6.
Just 6.
Just a clean 6. I will say not a block.
I have no reactions.
I will take 6 damage.
Okay.
Go to 31.
All right, and because Dory has hit this turn, finally, her once per turn effect is when a weapon you control hits, you can attack an additional time with that weapon this turn. Kind of wild, right? So I'll use my last remaining resources to come in for the Dawnblade once more. This time just for 3, but threatening to gain a counter on the Dawnblade. It says when it hits and it's the second time it has hit this turn, put a +1 counter on the Dawnblade.
I will block this one for a total of 6.
Okay. I have no reactions.
I too have no reactions.
All right. I will clean up.
Tunic 2. Plunder the Poor from Arsenal. This is coming in for 4. I am contracted to banish opponent's cards with cost 1 or less. When I hit you, I can banish the top card of your deck. It has contract. May I look at the top of your deck?
Yes, you may.
I'm gonna leave that one on top.
Okay.
I'm fighting for my life.
Every time I hear people talk about this matchup from the Dory side, it's like, don't get greedy. I want to get so fucking greedy. Oh my god. I want to get greedy. Okay, I will say no blocks.
We will say no blocks.
No blocks. No blocks!
Okay, no reactions.
I might react. I will pitch this Steelblade Supremacy to play a blue Steelblade Shunt from Arsenal. You haven't hit me with that thing, so
No,
this
I
is
haven't.
blocking for full value. Blocking currently for 4. What you got?
I got to cut to the chase.
I
I will give target assassin attack action card with contract +3. I know what the top card of your deck is, so I will just continue to leave it on top. Cut to the chase lets me look at the top card and put it on the bottom, but I'm gonna leave it.
I will react.
Please.
I'm going to play out an Oasis Respite here,
Yep.
just pitching a Warrior's Valor. So
100%.
that's blocking for 8 in total.
Yep.
Got any more of them? No?
I ain't got none of them.
Nice.
I will Arsenal.
Okay.
And make him play that Oasis Respite before his tunic is online at 3 counters.
Start of my turn, I will go to 3 counters on my Tunic, activate my Ironsong versus again, give me that courage token on hit, and I will swing the Dawnblade here with 1 floating. So this is coming in again for 3.
Hold the line. What the hell?
Everyone draws cards at the moment. It's balance of justice, except it pitches for resources.
Not your boy. Oh, that's just your blue. That's just part of your blue count.
Blood Rush Bellows,
Yeah.
Tome of Imperial Flame.
Yeah. Yeah. Now your greediness is.
What greed? What greed?
It's coming on to me now. Oh, blocking for 3.
Cool. Get them out of here. All right, that's all for me.
Yep. Tunic to 3. There's Scalpel. Coming in for 1.
I declare no blocks. 1,
Yep.
go to 32.
I will then attack you with a Humble. When this hits a hero, that hero loses all abilities until the end of their next turn. So no swinging twice if it hits. Currently active.
I will block with the Spoils of War, because all of my good cards apparently are supposed to be used to block.
No reactions.
I got reactions.
Okay.
Here's a Sink Below, reduced by the Nerve Scalpel, but still blocking for 3.
Yep.
So we're good?
100%. We are so good. I'll Arsenal.
I forgot he had another card. That could have been scary. All right, I will start off by doing this again, baby. Ironsong versus, giving me that on hit. I will pitch a Heart of Fiandal in order to make use of that. Yeah, well, you know, we might see it come back, mate. Then I am just gonna, kind of do the same. So chipping away at you here, asking for cards. I'm coming in for 3.
I'll block for 3.
All right, so you've blocked with a card from your hand. I'm
Yep.
gonna react here
Yep.
with a Come on, man! I'm gonna read the card first.
I saw it on the. I knew it was in your hand.
My attack's going to 6.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Because of reprise.
And you block with a Fate Perceive.
Yeah, I would like to opt, please. Weirdly enough, I think I'm gonna put that on the bottom. All right, I will block your 6 with my 7.
You got it. I'm used to it.
All right, Tunic stays at 3. Slay the Scholars. Contract. I'm contracted to banish your non-attack action card. So not your actions. May I look at the top? of your
Yes.
deck? Thank you very much. I will leave that on top. It's funny to play a game of Flesh and Blood and have no idea who's winning.
Slay the Scholars, man. It's not like the most disruptive on here. You got 2 cards in your hand, though. I know what that means. It's a defense reaction and a 3-pump reaction. I'm not blocking that.
Not blocking that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna react. Sigil of Solace.
You got it, brother.
Ding, ding.
Yeah, okay.
Take 4?
I'll take 4, going to 28.
All right, I will trigger. I will banish the top card of your deck, please.
Okay. Banishing a Steelblade Supremacy.
Yes, that is
That's
a
a non-attack.
non-attack action card.
Okay.
So I'm going to make my first silver. Arsenal, my last card.
I got greedy. But I'm, yeah. Well, you can't do anything with 1 silver, right?
No, I need to.
Yeah, that's. Did not block you once, right?
Come on, man.
Ironsong Determination.
Sure.
Then I will.
Pitching what?
It's free!
I'm dead. Okay.
I will, though, be pitching for this one. No, Warrior's Valor. So we pitch a Fatal Engagement here, and I will have 1 floating because I'm going to stick this in your face.
Yeah.
And this is 7. Dominate, yeah, thanks to the Ironsong Determination, which also pumps it up by 1. On hit, I have Go Again. There's a right answer. That's what Dory does. Like, she asks a question, and usually there's a right answer.
I'll block for 3.
All right, I do not have a reaction.
I now have a reaction. And it will be the Fate Foreseen, and I will opt 1. Yeah, that can go to the bottom. Blocking for 7.
I kind of got to get over this, so I will react.
Yep.
And I will play Singing Steelblade,
For sure.
which says target weapon attack gets +1. So already we get over. But if you defended with a card from your hand this chain link,
Which I have.
I can search my deck for an attack reaction card, banish it face up, and then I'll shuffle my deck. I can then play that reaction card. So
Yep.
I'm tutoring essentially for the right tool here. Oh, he made the wrong decision. God, yes! He's committed pretty heavily on this first block. I know that Dominate is going to incentivize like a defense reaction, but he's got to give me a card, and that's what lets Singing Steelblade really shine. Getting the tutor for my deck, turning into a bit of a toolbox is really good, and I've got just the right card for this moment because I'm coming in for my first attack, and I'm looking to get value from a great new card from Heavy Hitters called Blade Flurry. I'm gonna get the +1 from the Singing, I'm gonna pull the Blade Flurry out and get that extra +2, but crucially, I get an extra +2 on the next attack. Your boy is getting a counter. They want to cut me.
Yeah.
I'll banish this card face up. It's a Blade Flurry.
Oh.
New card in Heavy Hitters. I'm going to play it straight out. So it says target weapon attack gets +2, and my next weapon attack this turn gets +2 as well. So this brings us up to 10 on this attack.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't think about Blade Flurry. I will take 3.
You got it.
Going to 31.
And then I will take this tunic counter here to gain a resource, and I will straight away use that resource to swing again with Dawnblade, just like Dorinthea's ability allows. So this is now coming in for 3, 4, 6. Dominate. Threatening to gain a counter.
I think you're gonna get that counter, my friend. We're just gonna block for 3.
Got you taking 3.
Taking 3. What happens?
Now I will get a +1 counter on Dawnblade. For real this time.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The game has changed. I've got a Dawnblade counter now, and all of a sudden my attacks are coming in for a breakpoint. These are really hard for Sam to now block efficiently. All of a sudden I can start to ask for way more cards. I definitely have tempo here, and if I draw up a good hand, I can snowball this into something bigger. He's gonna be blocking me all day, just gonna make sure the gas keeps flowing in.
All right, Mr. Dawnblade.
You got them? How many of them defense reactions do you have left?
Enough.
I mean, you could tell me or I could...
Enough. Alrighty.
All right, that was it for me.
Activate my tunic.
We got some damage. Wasn't as explosive damage. Oh, what is this?
It's an Eradicate. I'm contracted to banish your yellow cards. Whenever I complete this contract, I get to create a silver token. Now, I would like to look at the top
Have a look.
of the deck. That can go to the bottom.
Okay. How many yellows do I have? Actually, we had to play a lot of yellows to do things.
You do.
We have so many.
You have so many.
All of our specializations
You're
are...
blonde. It's because you're blonde.
Damn it! So you're banishing yellows, and you will banish equal to the number of, like, the damage you do.
Yes, damage dealt by Eradicate.
Gotcha.
Bum.
Blade Flurry!
I will say... What will I say? Bro! This is absolutely catastrophic. Just as I start to get some tempo, I've got a counter on my Dawnblade. I drew the... My hand is ass. It's just ass. It is so bad. I have no go again. I have multiple cards that can't block without being pitched for, and he's coming at me with like a legitimate threat. This Eradicate is threatening to strip cards out of my deck and potentially build him like a ton of silver. So all of a sudden, clock in, clock out, honest flesh and blood. I'm gonna throw some defensive cards here and see if I can get something, some value out of my Dawnblade now swinging for 4 and not 3. I think I'll say no blocks at this time.
All right, I will say no reactions at this time.
I do want to react, of
All right,
course.
please do.
So I will throw an Oasis Respite down here. Instant speed, so it prevents the next 4 damage.
Sure, I have no reactions from there.
All right, not getting eradicated seems pretty good.
Seems pretty nice.
All right, start of my turn. Tunic counter. Activate my Ironsong Versus here. Pitching again. This is why we don't pitch track. So good. I have to think about my cycle at all. I just shuffle
right, you're
my
shuffling.
deck.
I've been thinking about your pitch deck. That
Yeah,
sucks.
forget about it. Here's the Dawnblade coming in. So this is 4 now, and it's obviously threatening a courage token generation here. Got 1 card in hand, 1 floating, and that can only mean about 7 different things.
I love it. It feels so good. I love it when this is happening. Yes, love it.
At least you're kind of rich.
Huh?
At least you're kind of rich
I
now.
have 1 silver, my dog.
What does that convert to in Australian dollars?
In Australian dollars?
Yeah.
A single piece of like mint silver?
It's pretty low, right?
Probably.
You are rich. Don't know what inflation is like in the pits. Probably pretty bad, to be honest.
In the pits?
Come to Solana, baby. Free waterfront property, and the lights are always on. There's probably no water there, actually. 2 cards off.
3, 6, 7.
That's a lot of cards, Sam. No reactions. You can, you can have the counter. I have no reactions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will get a -1 defense counter on my Mask of Perdition.
And I, will again lose that counter on the Dawnblade, but it's done its job. And then I will, Arsenal. And the grind continues, baby. So this is realistically what a Dawnblade counter gets you. I get extra cards from Sam because he has to respect the fact that I'm coming in for a breakpoint. So I can now kind of maintain some tempo, even if my hand was... All right.
Tunic to 1. Plunder the Poor. I am contracted to banish opponent's cards with cost 1 or less.
All right.
I would like to look at the top card. Sure, we can leave that on top. It's for 4.
Plundering the poor.
Yeah.
Because I'm taking it cards with cost 1 or less.
Yeah, it's such a rough group of people to plunder.
Well, I'm an assassin, dog. I ain't got no conscience.
You're the reason why everything in the pits is so.
I am not the reason. He was literally like, it sucks you don't have money or waterfront property. Come down to Solana.
Is it my fault that I won a celestial lottery, brother? I will block this with a lead with speed
Fellow lead with speed enjoyer.
and a blade flurry. So I'm blocking for 5.
Alrighty. I have a reaction of mine own. I will play out a shred. I will shred the blade flurry.
Shred!
I will play out a red shred.
Red?
Yeah.
Who plays red shred?
Come on now.
You know I told you I'd do if you played a red shred, right?
Flip the table. What did I tell you?
You would never shred me.
Yeah,
'cause you're a
I
good
lied.
bloke.
I lied to your face, yeah.
All right, yeah, I have no reactions.
I will activate the Mask of Perdition as an attack reaction. So, target assassin attack action card gains. When this hits a hero, banish the top card of the deck. So I'll banish 2 cards instead of the 1.
I think I'm gonna react now.
All right.
Yeah. I think you've earned that. Steel Blade Shunt.
Sounds good.
We are now blocking for 8.
And I will no longer react. And I will pass to you. This is destroyed. But the nice thing about the Mask of Perdition is if I ever get a couple silver, I can get it back.
All right, I took out my tunic counter here, and let's have a grand old time. I'm not even gonna bother turning that upright again, because I'm gonna use it straight away. It's another Ironsong versus Dawnblade, coming in for 3, and again threatening a courage token.
No blocks.
All right, I will do 3 to you.
I will go to 25.
All right, and I won't forget, of course, to create my courage token. Clean on up. So because I had a quiet turn and Sam kept so many cards, when he calls no blocks, I'm expecting him to try and get value out of his black text this turn. He already blocked with it a couple turns ago. He's got a lot of cards. It's the only way he can really go wide outside of coercive tendency. So I've got to block this attack after he commits the black text.
Tunic goes to 2. Nerve Scalpel, floating 1, coming in for 1.
I will not block.
All right.
I'll go to 27.
I'll spend my 1 floating on a Rob the Rich for 5. Once again, looking for cards with cost 2 or greater. Contract, gonna look at the top. That can go to the bottom.
All right, I like that. He's got so much good stuff. There's so many things he could do here. I'm seeing every 9 billion realities and... Okay, all right.
Which one do I win? Only one.
I may be making the least efficient block ever. Block 2 here.
Block 2 here.
Yeah.
I will react with a Cut to the Chase, bringing this up to an attack for 8. I'm gonna look at the top card of your deck. I can choose to put it on the bottom, or I'll let you put that on the bottom.
All right. I definitely had an idea. It did not pan out the way I hoped it would. It's life. Please. Pass reactions.
I will activate the Black Tech Whispers. If this hits, it gets go again.
It's coming in for 8.
Come for 8.
I'm blocking 2. Pass reactions.
Take 6.
Take 6. Going down to 21.
All right, trigger Rob the Rich. I'm gonna banish the top card of your deck, please.
Banishing.
Overpower.
Shift the Tide of Battle, which
No
is a 0 cost.
No silver for me. All right, I will close the chain. Close the chain, put a -1 on those.
Closing the chain.
Go ahead and play Sigil of Solace.
All right.
3 life, go to 28. And then Codex of Frailty. We know this card, we love this card. I'm gonna put an attack action card from my graveyard face down into my arsenal. Plunder the Poor again. I don't have to discard, you also don't have to discard because you have no attacks in there, but critically, I'm gonna give you a Frailty. I'm gonna give me a Ponder.
I got an attack action in there.
What do you have?
CNC.
Oh my god, well then hold on, I didn't know you had a CNC. We're going and we're getting freaking leave no witnesses then, my guy. Holy shit. Oh my gosh, even better.
Oh, the Nerve Scalpel strikes again. All my reactions are made so much weaker by this card. I can't block this out anymore. And it gets worse because then he just pulls a Codex, and of course who left his Command and Conquers in his deck? This guy. So now I'm discarding a card, and I've got to try and find a way to block this out adequately. This is going to hurt.
All right, so I will grab this, and then now you do have to discard, I guess.
I will discard a Blue Hold the Line.
Now I will attack you with the aforesaid Leave No Witnesses. So this is coming for 4 contract. Whenever I play a card with contract, I will look at the top card of the deck, and that we will also put to the bottom, please. Dude, I think I'm gonna get fatigued, bro.
I will block with the Crown of Providence. I will up to sink my arsenal away.
Sure.
Don't want that here. I think I will still shunt this. Pitching Remembrance. Do you know what that one does?
I know what that one does.
Do you know who loves this card? Kale McCreek loves this card. Shout out to my boy. I'm blocking for 5, I guess.
5 total after the
Yeah.
Nerve Scalpel, so
All right.
that's it for me. Ponder. Put that in here.
Crown of Providence is destroyed. People in the comments, I know you're already talking about the fact that I'm trying to fatigue. I'm not trying to fatigue.
You are
know
trying
what
to
I mean?
fatigue.
Like,
You missed a remembrance.
I don't want to get away. Yeah,
You just missed a remembrance.
didn't play it though, did I?
Oh, this guy.
Play it. I mean, it could get banished and then I won't be able to use it. Let myself open to that possibility.
You okay, bro?
Yeah, I actually, I think I'm about to get more, like, charming.
What do you mean?
Like more charming and, like, handsome.
Oh,
The Realm Games is the greatest community-run events in all the land, so check out their website for their first Brawl of the Year. $10,000 prize pool. Register now.
Dude, it's him.
hey guys, how's it going? Oh, what the f? The Realm Games.
It's not working. I can't build the perfect deck. I got it! Guys, I have an idea. The ultimate flesh and blood website, where you can find synthesized data from decklists from all over the world, and you can see which cards are played the most in each hero. Articles written by the best pro players in the game. Your deck building ideas, your strategic ideas can be realized in flesh and blood.
Well, Jacob, we got great news.
That all exists, dude, at FABTCG. Oh, that's incredible news. Go to FABTCG and level up your game today.
All right, I take my tunic up to 3 this turn.
Yep.
So I have a frailty and courage token. So they're going to cancel each other out, basically.
For sure.
It's kind of a nice part about Ironsong Versus to answer that a bit. This life deficit, though, is... Well, let's mix it up. I'm going to activate Ironsong Versus.
Whoa, it's so different.
I'm going to swing with the Dawnblade here. 4-3. This is a 1 float. This one gets destroyed to buff my attack.
Very nice, very nice. I'll say no blocks.
I will react.
Okay.
And I will play a puncture into this. Just pump my attack up. Let's go to 6 here. See if I get a reaction.
I'll block this for 4.
Okay.
Will not sink. I will just take 2.
Take 2.
26.
All right. I will get a courage token again. And we will clean up here. This frailty token will pop. 4.
Change to 3. Scale Peeler. 1, if it hits, your equipment has -1 while defending.
I will not block that.
Take 1.
Take 1, go to 20.
Nerve Scalpel.
Double knife.
If this hits, next time you defend with 1 or more reactions, they get -1 while defending.
Pretty strong. I will declare no blocks.
Take the 1.
Go to 19.
I will activate the Tunic, get a resource, spend the resource on an Eradicate. Contract. I'm gonna look at the top card. We're looking for yellows. That can go to the bottom.
Okay. I think I'm going to block with this Glint the Quicksilver for 2.
Blocking 2.
Yeah.
Taking 2.
Taking 2. Down to 17.
Okay, please banish 2 and please show me at least 1 yellow.
Red. Yellow.
Let's go!
Damn it.
We're getting our second silver, everybody, as I trigger Eradicate. I have completed the contract.
All right. I will play out Steelblade Supremacy. Finally get to actually play it. Until end of turn, target weapon, it's Dawnblade, gets +2, and whenever it hits, draw a card. That costs 1. Swing here with the Dawnblade, courage token pops, which means this is an attack for 6. Saying on hit, draw a card.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass straight to reactions.
I will not react.
I will play out an inertia trap from hand. So your attack has power greater than its base. That's gonna give you an inertia.
Inertia token. All right.
Do you have any reactions for me?
I do not.
I will then play out, guess what? Another inertia trap. I'll give you a second inertia token because it might come up, you know.
So you're blocking 6.
I'm currently blocking 6.
I will now choose
Sure.
to react. I will Singing Steelblade here.
Sure.
Again, I will search through my deck and find a attack reaction to banish and then choose to play. Costing me 1. I will get Glint the Quicksilver, which as we know will give me a go again, and if you've blocked from hand, this chain link, I will draw a card. I will hold priority on the Singing Steelblade, which will allow me then to play Glint straight after, giving this now go again, and allow me to draw a card.
So 1 over. I will react with a Fate Foreseen. Sure, I can stay on top.
Pass reactions.
I too will pass with my 3 to your 3.
Yes. We have inertia on the field, right? Yes. So with my action point, I will then simply pitch this fatal engagement to my Ironsong Versus.
Because you want me to know what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
So this is our weakness. Defense reacts. 3 of them. I managed to get over by 1 here, but I get completely stuffed by this Fate Foreseen. I took a bit of damage for this turn, tried to come and make something of it here, but defense reacts. They ruin my day again.
Tuning to 1. Start of my turn. I'm gonna go ahead and... When Black Tech Whisperers is in my graveyard, I may destroy 2 silvers I control. I'm gonna go ahead and buy these back.
All right.
So now I can equip my Black Tech Whisperers. And now, I will attack you with this Nerve Scalpel for 1. Floating, 1.
Take 1, go to 16.
Pass priority.
You may. Got any defense reacts left?
In the deck? I think so.
Got any in your arsenal?
In my arsenal?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just a wink.
If I have one?
Just let me know, yeah.
If I have one in my arsenal? Ugh, but this is so valuable. You sure you want to give me this?
I mean, yeah, it's really valuable.
I can use this for so many things.
Worth a lot. Australian money. It's no joke. Water doesn't damage that.
For 10...
Aussie dollars? Don't look it up. Don't.
I'll tell you, it is not an attack action.
All right. Well, I gotta get rid of these cards anyway. I need to see it. I will play Emboldened Blade to turn a face down card in any arsenal face up. If it's a defense reaction, destroy it. And your next weapon attack this turn gets +1.
I will respond.
Okay.
I'll play
Sigil.
Sauce. 1, 2, 3.
Well, okay. I will play out a hit and run. This is my next weapon attack this turn gains go again. If I've already attacked with a weapon this turn, my next attack gains +1. I have not already attacked with a weapon this turn. I've made a fool of myself already this turn. Pitch Shahada Final to activate my Ironsong versus. Remember what I told you?
Hey, look at that!
Swings and roundabouts,
Look at
baby.
that.
Going up to 17, and I will have 2 floating, and then I will swing my Dawnblade for 3 with go again this time. Threatening a courage token.
No blocks for me here.
I have no reactions.
Take 3.
Take 3.
26.
I will create a courage token, and when I swing once more with my Dawnblade, pop the courage token immediately and gain +1. Pay 1. I will now come in for 4, threatening a counter.
My good man, I will say no block.
All right, that is really scary. Yep, I have no reactions.
Going to 22.
All right, and I will clean up, getting myself a counter.
Cool.
So I'm looking at the life totals, and I'm looking at the cards in each of our decks, and I'm starting to realize I'm not sure I can just win the fatigue race. He presented more cards in deck total than me. He has ways to shuffle cards back into his deck. So if this comes down to straight fatigue, whose deck is gonna be left with cards at the end of the game, I think he might win that battle. So I think I gotta pivot game plans and really become the Huntsman. And try to finish this game by killing my opponent, getting him to 0 life, and not focusing as much on the fatigue. So I think it's time to switch the game plan. I don't care if he gets a Dawnblade counter. I've got my contract, and it's time to finish the job. I'm Arakni Huntsman, not Arachne Fatiguesman.
Tuning to 2. We're gonna go ahead and play Eradicate. I am contracted to banish opponent's yellow cards. I'm gonna look at the top. I'm gonna put that on the bottom, please. When it hits a hero, I can banish the top X cards of their deck, where X is the damage dealt by Eradicate.
I will block with a hit and run and an overpower for 6 total.
I have a reaction, my friend, and it is the new one. Coercive Tendency. It's an Arachne specialization that's not regicide. I'm gonna look at the top 3 cards of your deck. I'm gonna put them back in any order and then banish the top card of your deck. If I complete a contract this way, my assassin attacks get go again. So may I see the top
Of course.
3, please? I'm gonna go ahead and leave them on top in that order, and then now may I please banish the top card of your deck?
You may. Singing Stillblade.
So, because I am trying to banish yellow cards on this turn, thanks to this Eradicate, I'm gonna go ahead and create a silver, and now Coercive Tendency says, because I have completed this
You haven't
contract,
even hit me, dog!
I will get go again this combat chain. So now I have go again, I will spend 2 on Command and Conquer.
I will take it all. No blocks.
Take 6.
And that will destroy Ironsong response in my arsenal.
Understood.
Yikes, man. God.
Coercive Tendency, let's go.
What did we say? Coercive Tendency, powerful card, allows you to make powerful plays. I knew he was going to be worried about the Eradicate because of the potential of all the banishes from the top of his deck. Again, he's super worried about me fatiguing him out, as he should. But baiting out blocks early to come in with the CNC when he has a bunch of defense reactions in the deck, seeing him have to just eat it, lose the arsenal, not be able to block with cards, and most importantly for this point in the game for me, take 6 damage, mission accomplished. with this part of the mission. I still have to finish the game, but like this, you know, this felt good. This felt like a step in the right.
All right, I will use tunic counter here to pay for my Dawnblade attack. I'm coming in for 4.
I will say no blocks on this first 4.
Okay, I have no reactions at this time.
Take 4.
At all. Okay, play out this Remembrance at the end of my turn. Finally get rid of that.
Oh, that's why the CNC was pretty good.
A Warrior's Valor. A Warrior's Valor. And I will return a Steelblade Supremacy. These will get shuffled into my deck. And Remembrance will be banished. Alright, since I managed to hit you this turn, I will keep the Dawnblade counter, and I'll put this in my arsenal and draw up.
Tunic goes 3. Scale Peeler for 1.
Alright, I will not block that. I will take 1, go to 10.
Okay. Now I will go Nerve Scalpel for 1 as well.
I am priced into blocking this, believe it or not.
Block for 3.
Block for 3.
Then I will play out a Codex of Frailty. I will grab this Command and Conquer. I will discard this Cut to the Chase. I will go Ponder Frailty.
I got a Frailty.
Yeah, you do, baby. 6.
Okay. I will block for 6.
Alrighty. Pass to you. Ponder triggers.
Ponder away.
Into my arsenal.
I will get a tunic counter. I will pitch this Sink Below to come in for 3 because of the Frailty token. Not that impressive.
I will go ahead and block for 1.
I have no reactions.
I'll take 2.
All right.
16.
End of my turn, Frailty will pop. You let me hit, so I will keep that Dawnblade counter.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and attack you with the Nerve Scalpel. No floating, but I've pitched the Plague Hive again. We are back around, folks. Inertia, Blood Rot, and Frailty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What's it gonna be?
3, 4 is a Blood Rot.
Okay, I don't like that.
Kind of love to see that, not gonna lie. 1 attack, Mr. Man.
I gotta give you a card, man. I'll block for 3 with Puncture.
Slay the Scholars. I am contracted to banish your non-attack action cards. May I please look at the top of your deck? Sure, that can go to the bottom. For 4.
I will block here for 3.
I will react with a yellow shred. I will reduce its defense to 0 this combat chain, please.
Pass reactions.
I will activate the Black Tech Whispers, if I may.
I gotta go for it here. Sink Below. I will opt not to sink.
I have been so reticent to use my flick knives because I know how important these daggers are to chipping through damage and winning the game. But the Sink Below here from Uber just represents too much value loss for me to not commit the flick knives, throw the Nerve Scalpel, and turn that Sink Below from blocking 4 to blocking 3 and allowing me to get through, allow me to get my Black Tech Whisperers on hit to connect and continue the turn. This Blood Rot Pox means he's gonna be taking some damage on this turn no matter what, especially if I can keep the pressure on and take more cards out of his hand. So even though I'm gonna lose my dagger, I think I have to make this trade.
In response to the Sink Below, I will flick knife my Nerve Scalpel at you.
You got it.
So 1 damage before the sync resolves.
Have no reactions?
Take 1.
Yep.
Okay. This is now coming over for 1.
1's good.
Take the 1, and I will trigger Slay the Scholars. Banish top card of your deck, please. It is an attack action, so no silver for Samuel.
Bro, the flick knives. Oh, man. I block exact on this attack. I can't play around this all game when half my cards are blocking for less than they say. I see the black text. I go for the sink, but that bloody flick knife. I'm in deep trouble.
I will continue the chain. There's just going to be E-Strike for 7.
All right, I got to block this out. I will give you 6.
Take 1.
Take 1.
Go to 7. I will pass.
All right, my turn's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna tick on my tunic counter. I'm gonna move to my end step and take 2 damage from the Blood Rot Pox.
Sure. I believe
And I'm gonna draw up.
we lose the counter, right? On the Dawnblade.
That's right, that's gone.
That's out of here. I'm gonna go Scale Peeler here. 1 damage.
Piercing 2, can't even throw equipment in front of it now. I'm gonna
Come on now. This is so intense. This game is crazy.
block you with commanding performance.
Okay. Tunic counter will be used here to go to 1 floating. I will attack you with Annihilate the Armed Contract. I'm looking to banish your attack action cards. We'll put that one to the bottom, please.
All right, attack actions. I'm giving you an Ironsong response, man.
Give me Ironsong.
Yep.
Concealed Blade. I will give target ninja or assassin attack action card +1. When it hits, equip a dagger from my inventory.
All right, I pass reacts.
I pass as well. Take 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 1.
Come on, man!
Hi there, Arachne. Nice to meet you. Concealed blade. Gotcha, concealed blade. Didn't see it. You couldn't see it because I concealed it. This was absolutely huge. I had to make a gamble. He could have easily had a reaction here to stop this measly little +1 of the concealed blade, but now that the effect is online, I get to reach into my inventory and re-equip a dagger. And the daggers are so huge to chip damage and make his cards block for less, and Flick Knives now gets another unpreventable source of damage to throw at him as this game moves towards its conclusion. So this just feels like I have taken such a step forward into completing my contract and winning this game. Sometimes you can't just play scared, you can't just play to not lose, you have to make a gamble and you have to try to play to win. And this feels like maybe we can get there.
I have 2 in the deck, so
got it.
I'm getting the nerve scalpel
It's
back.
back, man.
And I'll pass to you.
All right.
Oh my god.
You want to banish anything?
Oh, I would. Could I banish?
have a look?
Could I banish the top card of your deck, please?
Got it.
Okay.
Hey, pretty
Not
good.
a type, but I'm glad it's gone.
All right. Tick Tunic up here. Play out a Warrior's Valor. I'll just come in. This is attack for 6 on hit. I get go again.
I'll block for a total of 2.
Yep.
I will pass to reactions.
Pass
and I will
reacts.
sink below, and I will not sink.
Okay, no sync. Gets blocked out. No go again. That's me.
Tunic to 1. Nerve scalpel. She's back.
She is back. Gotta do it, man. Gotta block it. Hey, we're looking here.
Yeah, go for it. I will pitch for a command and conquer.
It's a good card.
Yep.
I will block 3 and 3.
No damage.
All right.
Your turn.
I'm just gonna arsenal this and pass back to you, man.
Scale peeler. 1 float. Mm-hmm. Change to 2. Scale peeler.
No blocks.
Take 1.
Take 1. Go 3.
Nerve scalpel.
Man, they keep coming.
They keep coming.
All right, let's get your card. Block with C and C.
2 float, 2 float. All right, this will be 4/6. This is an already dead. When it hits a hero, I banish the top card of the deck and the defending card. I'm going to look at the top card thanks to the contract. I'm looking to banish non-action cards, so I'll put that to the bottom, please.
All right, coming in for 6. Blocking 6.
Blocking 6. Pass to you. Drawn 4.
My turn, I'm gonna activate Ironsong versus, pitch harder Findle, gain 1 life, because I'm absolutely lower than you. My
Unbelievable.
goodness, it's 3 damage here, again. Threatening a courage token, again. I'm hanging on. It's kind of weird to draw this card when you're ahead, but now at this stage of the game, that Heart of Findle, getting me life every time I pitch it, it's crucial. The smaller my deck gets, the more frequently I'm able to pitch this heart and maybe make a comeback. I've just got to find a way to block these attacks efficiently and get some cards from him, slow him down a bit because I'm bleeding out.
What you got?
I got 14
cards. I have 8, plus 4 is 12, plus 1 here is 13. I'm taking 3.
Okay.
13.
I will create again a courage token. That'll be it for me. Sending the heart away.
Tunic to 3. Plunder the poor for 2.
All right, you can have a twinning blade.
Thank you, sir. I would like to react, please. It is coercive tendency.
All right.
I'm gonna look at the top 3 cards of your deck. I'm gonna put them back in the same order they were.
I like the sound of that.
And then I'm going to banish the top card thanks to coercive tendency.
So what is it? 1 or less?
Oh yeah, baby. Commanding performance.
Why did I like the sound of that, man? That is banished.
I'm gonna go ahead and complete my contract thanks to coercive tendency, get my second silver. And that means that my assassin attacks get go again this combat chain.
Yep.
Attack you with Scale Peeler, I think. I'm just kind of vibing right now. For 1.
I'll take it.
Take 1.
Go to 3.
Use my Tunic resource to go ahead and Nerve Scalpel for 1.
That's not fun.
For sure.
I'll give you the route.
Okay. I will then go ahead and attack you with a Leave No Witnesses. I know what card is on top, so I will leave it there. This one comes in for 4.
I'll give you 4. Create a courage token. Chorus of Ironsong when it blocks together with a card from hand.
Yeah, so you'll... Oh, second courage token. Cool. I'll just Arsenal and pass.
I gotta think about this one. All right, I'll take a tunic counter here. Come in with the Dawnblade for 5 because of the 2 courage tokens, which will pop.
No blocks, move to reactions.
Reactions.
Inertia Trap.
All right.
So I will block for a total of 3. 2, I will give you an Inertia.
All right, I will, because of the inertia token, put this away. The bottom of my deck.
Tunic to 1. Start turn silvers. These are going to become probably the black text. I have to imagine this is black text. Come in with Scale Peeler. Float 1.
At least there's a decent place for 2 blocks here. I'll block with Agile Engagement.
Nerve Scalpel. Continue to float 1. I'm once again rolling these things. Come on, Blood Rot Pox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Show me a 3 or a 4, baby. go ahead and give you a blood rot.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and come in with the nerve scalpel.
Man, okay, I'm gonna run out of cards here. Whoa, I'll take one.
In reactions, I will flick the scale peeler at you.
All right, so I'm gonna have to take that too.
All
Go to
right.
1.
So then I will go ahead and spend 1 on a Annihilate the Armed contract. I will go ahead and put that to the bottom.
You got it. So it's coming in for 3. You got a card in your hand?
It is coming in for 3. I have a card in my hand. You are currently at 1.
Oh, I'm in trouble. Overblocking it with 2 cards. Get back around to his turn and I'm at 1, blocking every knife. Man, I don't want to live in that world. I don't want to live in that world. I'll give you an attack axe, but I'll block 3.
Block 3?
Yeah.
Blocks are good. Pass to you.
Unit counter. We got an activation of the Ironsong versus. Yeah. Again, there we go. Overpower coming in to the pitch. Coming in for 3. Threatening a courage token. 1 float, 1 in hand.
But here's the thing. If that's not 2 resources or more, you're just dead to the blood rot box that I so skillfully got.
Yeah, you really lined that up nicely, man.
No blocks. Take 3.
All right, I'll make a courage. Break refraction bolters.
Sure.
Yeah. It's gonna give my attack go again. No value on that. It's hard. I can't get the 1 block value, right? Either your weapons have piercing or you've reduced the block value of my equipment. The fridge is just pointless. Anyway, man, I got this last resource floating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come in for this time because the courage token.
So I'll just go ahead and block just in case.
You got 4 block?
I have 4 block.
Josh Lauer's gonna kill me for doing that. Sorry, bro.
Blood rot box trigger
right.
at the end of the turn. For sure.
Got a blue. Staying alive. I'm drawing up.
Tunic to 2. Nerve scalpel. For 1. If I give you $10, you tell me if the Heart of Findall's in your hand?
Yep.
Damage blocked. I have 1 float. This will be an Annihilate the Armed for 5 damage.
All right, well, if you got that react, I'm dead. Man, I'm giving you 8.
Brother man, I'm activating Flick.
No, I forgot about
And
that
I'm gonna
kid
go
anyway!
ahead.
Why? He slow rolled me, man. Oh. Good game, brother man. Good game, brother man. So many knives, bro. Just...
dude, the concealed blade. What the game.
Oh man, flick knives really got me in this game. My brain is fried trying to make the correct blocks here where like a lot of my cards are blocking weaker. There's the potential for a knife to come out or the knives come back out of the infantry. Trying to play around that is hard. Hands full of reactions and then that nerve scalpel coming in really complicates the math. I spent a lot of time in the tank this game trying to squeeze every point of value I could out of my blocks, but Arachne, he's so nimble. He gets around these game plans, he gets around these staunch blocking efforts, and he got to me in the end.
Target acquired. Target isolated. Target eliminated. Flick knives for the win. This is my favorite game-winning play in Flesh and Blood. There is something so satisfying about throwing a dagger to close the game out. This was such an unbelievable back and forth. I had so much fun playing Arachne. I had so much fun playing against Uber, and honestly, I feel as though it was a good showcase of how in Flesh and Blood sometimes you have to let the game evolve and adapt to the changing landscape of what you see before you. At first, I really thought I was gonna have to leverage my contract cards and end this game by really just running Mitch out of cards. It got to a point where I wasn't sure I was gonna actually win that fatigue battle, and I had to change game plan to come in for the kill. And through the right misdirections and the right reads, Arachne was able to take it down.
Through this kind of game, I had to be really choosy about where I found my windows to keep cards and go for a big turn. And some of them were pretty nice, right? These new cards coming in from heavy hitters are huge. I mean, I blocked with commanding performance a lot, but Blade Flurry is an MVP, a 0 for 4 defense reaction. It's a big difference maker. But again, we're playing off small hands, we're playing a numbers game, trying to squeeze out every point of value that we could. And eventually Arachne was able to press me down. I had to give him cards to block those knives. Eventually we've run out of steam. I mean, Dory's like a deck that really rewards like matchup experience and pilot skill. And there are a couple of little things I think throughout that game that I could do to be more efficient. Sometimes you could just take damage and give silvers to let yourself have a bigger hand. But she's in a great spot right now. She's so much fun to play. She can snowball these games out, and she now, with some of these tools, she can be so efficient off these small hands that was like, you know, lead with speed is such an awesome card. And if you can get agility tokens, that's so much value for you to have these bigger and bigger turns. But I played good, honest Flesh and Blood today. We came out second, second best, but I'm still taking this deck out to my armories. I still need a bit more of that experience, especially in this really off-the-wall matchup. I'll get you next time, Sam.
This game was so fun. I had such a blast playing against Mitch. He is such a gracious human being, such a kind man, and honestly, just a badass flesh and blood competitor. And that's to say nothing of his unbelievable casting ability. I really hope you all enjoyed over the Pro Tour. It is such a gift to get to watch him do his thing. I've had so much fun every time I've gotten to work with Mitch. Huge shout out to him for coming on the show. Unfortunately, he couldn't get through the assassin's defenses, and I apologize to my friend that he had to fall to my blade. But this was such a blast. Honestly, one of the best games of Flesh and Blood I've gotten to play in a long time, and I'm looking forward to playing a little more of the Huntsman as we move forward out of Road to Nationals season, into ProQuest season, and look ahead to Part the Mistveil. I'm really excited to see what assassin support we get in Part the Mistveil. Not only does new look very cool, but also a bunch of new assassin cards. Yeah, new works around stealth, so probably not gonna see as much contract. We're still probably gonna get some badass attack reactions and some powerful support for the class. Assassin has been my favorite class to play in Fab for quite some time, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what we're gonna get in Part the Mistveil. But until then, the contract has been fulfilled. Arachne out.
Well, that was an insane grinder of a match, you two. Deck totals were flying up and down.
I'm counting cards every other turn, bro.
The life total just walking down, a couple huge licks thrown between each of you. But at the end of the day, the assassin found the opening in the armor and cut through.
I had a tunic on, no breastplate.
Yeah, it's not your.
No, not even a breastplate, just.
You were on me for my armor. You got the tunic.
Yeah, you kept bringing that back. You got your own blacksmith, bro. Money talks, people.
This has been an amazing matchup, and we just wanted to give a huge thanks to Mitch for coming on the show today and really showing his Dorinthea chops.
Roast me in the comments, Dory mains. Let's go.
So while you're beefing down there, we just wanted to say thanks so much for watching all these videos and for giving support to not only us, but to our incredible sponsors, the Realm Games and FabRec. Please continue to check out their resources, their events, their amazing card prices. They are just truly community heroes, and we couldn't do this without them. So huge thanks to our sponsors, and it has been an amazing Flesh and Blood season. The Pro Tour. Oh, Pro Tour predictions, because actually, you guys, even though this is releasing after the Pro Tour, we are filming currently as we are all anticipating the epic event in Los Angeles. So, top 3 predictions for you, Mitch. What hero do you think is most poised to take the Pro Tour? Any shout outs to a specific player? How many Dorintheas are gonna be in the top 8?
Whoa.
Oh, I think 0 Dorinthea's in the top 8. Not for lack of trying. I think Kasai might sneak away in there. Brendan Patrick's gonna lose on camera.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. Sure. I think Dromai is the hero to watch coming into the Pro Tour.
Ooh. Wait, you stole mine.
Dad!
I was gonna say Dromai. Are you gonna? We just asking him because he's famous?
Well,
Do you care about what I think?
No, Mr. Sam O'Byrne, what do you think?
I think Dromai is the hero to watch as well. I also.
Ah, cringe, you just took my idea. It's so funny.
Assassins.
Oh yeah, just stealing people's shit. I think Dromai is a good pick. I think I would like to shout out the player Alexander Vor. I think this dude is a monster, and I think we're gonna see him hit another top 8. And how many Dorintheas are gonna make the top 8? Probably 0. How many Arachnes though?
Get out, bro! Your hero sucks too, man.
Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your whatever you're experiencing, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Flesh and blood, flesh and blood.